Well, hey everybody. I'm here this week to show you how to make one of these amazing wreaths from pages of a book. So I guess I'm gonna put it up close so you can see. If you are a word lover, a book lover, this is great for a gift for a writer in your life, an author, or someone who loves reading. And I put this word hope. This is just like a wooden thing I got from Michael's. I glued on there because my theme for my writing is hope-filled fiction. And then I just added this raffia bow on here. I got just this ring from Michael's, this styrofoam ring. It's a little under 12 inches. You can maybe find them in different sizes. This was the only size I could find when I was out searching. So this is what mine ended up being. So I'm going to hang it up and let you see what it looks like. I just tied a little burlap string on the back to hang it up with on the wall. So there you go. I think it makes a nice decoration. I was actually thinking when I published my first book, I noticed I said when, not if. When I published my first book, I thought it'd be kind of cool to make a wreath out of the pages of that book. So if you know a debut author who's published a book, what a cool gift would that be to make a wreath out of their book. Now I know some of you are gonna be saying, whoa, no, wait, like you're ripping pages out of a book and you're cutting up book pages. You're thinking that's sacrilege. I could never do that. Well, trust me, it took me a while searching through my bookshelves to find a book that I was willing to rip the pages out of and to cut up to make this wreath. So I would suggest, if you have a hard time with that, go to a thrift store or somewhere like that and just pick up an old book that is going to be thrown out, or something that you wouldn't use to make just a generic wreath. You could do that. But I just want to say this is super simple. You do not have to be a real crafty person or have gifts and abilities with crafting to be able to make this. So I'm going to show you how easy it is. Now I used a piece of a dowel rod. You can see the diameter that I used. You can use thicker or skinnier, however you want your pages to look on there, if you want them fatter or thinner. Now, when I ripped the pages out, they came out like this. So what I did, and you see where there's blank space at the bottom and there's no words, I found if I didn't cut that off when I was rolling it up, it showed a lot of blank and I wanted more words. So I literally just cut up. Hopefully you're not cringing right now. You book lovers are not cringing. So I cut up both sides to get close to the edges. See that? And then I cut off the top, and then I cut off the bottom. So when I got done cutting, this is what my page looked like. And depending on what you want to show more, if you want this to show when you're finished, or if you want this to show when you're finished, that's how you determine how you want to roll it. So let's say I want to show this on the top, so I'm going to start rolling from here. So you're going to just put one corner of your page over the dowel rod like that, and just tuck it in, and then just roll it up. And as you see, when I'm rolling, it's going longer, it's going out to the side. And so I have that rolled up, and when I have a little corner left, I've been using these glue dots. You can get these at a craft store, probably Walmart has these. They're just glue dots, and they're super sticky. Trust me, they will work, and they come on a roll. So I just pull off one of these dots, and they'll roll up on you too. So I just stick that dot right on that corner, and then just stick it down. And then when I pull it off, I have my roll. So you just keep doing that. You can do this while you're watching television. You can just sit and roll them up when you have time. I think I used about 75 of these on this wreath here. And it could have used a few more, but I ran out of pages. The book that I used, I guess, didn't have a ton of pages. So once you get all of those rolled up, I used a glue gun to glue them on to that form. The glue dots might work to glue it on if you put several of them down your roll. And so I'll show you up close what this kind of looks like. You're kind of stacking them on top of each other. So you do one layer on the bottom and don't put them right next to each other. I kind of messed up when I started, and I realized if you put them right next to each other, then your points are not pointing into the circle, but they start just going up. So you kind of have to space them out where your tips are pointing into the circle area. And then when you get that first layer done, then you can go in with some. And one thing I did was kind of like squeeze it in to get it down in there. I don't know if you can see. See, this one is kind of squeezed in at the end to try to cover up the styrofoam behind it. And like I said, there's still a couple of spots where I would like to add more, but I just ran out, and I think it looks fine. And you don't have to add the raffia bow. You could put a ribbon on it. You could make it Christmassy. You could use red ribbon. You could use Christmas things that you glue on there if you wanted to make it just for Christmas time. But I wanted this to be year round, and I wanted it to go with my personal theme for my writing. So that's why, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get it in the picture. That's why I went with the hope. So that's really it. That's just how simple it is to make that wreath. So as you watch this, if you try to make one of these and you come across questions, if I didn't explain something clearly or you want some clarification, feel free to comment in the chat, in the comment box. And I really hope that if you enjoy hope-filled fiction, Christian fiction, books that point you to Christ, that you will subscribe to my blog. I send a newsletter once a month, and in that you'll get the links for the blog posts, and I'm doing a lot of author interviews to introduce you to some authors maybe you don't know. I really love highlighting debut authors, and I'll even be putting on some interviews with unpublished authors who are trying to get their name out there, who are trying to work on building that platform so they can be published one day. And let's support these authors. You know, they work hard, spend a lot of time, money, and energy to put books out there for us to enjoy that point us to Christ. So I really hope that you will support these authors and that you will subscribe to this blog and support me, because I'm trying to also build my email list and platform, which a publisher requires for publication. So, and if you don't, that's fine. If this is not your thing and you don't care about hope-filled fiction or knowing what's going on in my writing journey, then that's totally cool. No problem with that. So I only want you to subscribe if you're truly interested and you want to be a part of this Hope Collective community that I'm trying to build here. So I'm going to wrap up this video, but if you watch this to the end, thank you for watching. And if you do create one of these wreaths, I would love it if you would post a picture on Facebook. You can tag me in it, or you can send it to me. My email is on my website, or you can comment on this post and let me know. I'd love to see your finished wreaths. So hope you have a blessed week, a great Thanksgiving coming up, and a great Christmas.